Gear racks. They come in many shapes, colors, and sizes. This is an older one, a newer one, and then standard plate gear racks. They are used typically in two different ways. Either we run a gear back and forth and it rotates, turning linear motion into rotational motion, or we turn rotational motion into linear motion. So now that you know how they work, there are alternatives if you don't have any of these parts. So we'll put them aside. If you have one of these tiles, I call them slotted tiles or vent tiles, one of these Technic bricks with 2 holes, and these brackets here, we can create an offset of half a plate or 1/5 of a stud between the studs. Okay? Or between, not between the studs, but between the plates that we'll set on these studs. Now we've got this shape. We'll take these tiles, one after the next. We'll put them together like that. Now we have a gear rack. Don't believe me? Look closely. There are 2 spaces and 3 vanes, we'll call them. Okay, or 3 walls and 2 spaces on each plate. You divide one stud by 5 equal pieces. That means we need a space of 1/5 of a stud. And there we've accomplished that. So now, if we take another gear, let's take this purple one for instance, and we run it across, it's a little bumpy, but it works. The spacing is correct. And we can turn linear into rotational, or we can turn rotational into linear. It's a little hard when this is not, when it's this shape, but you can lock this into a frame, set it on tiles, and there you go, an alternative to these pieces here. We can expand this, and instead of using this technique, we can use these pieces or something similar, either the bracket that goes down or up, like we've used here, spacing of 2 plates, and we still get that same accomplished spacing. We'll put our vents on, and there we have a much more stable framework. Now if we let's take this gear here. This is 8-tooth type 2, and take it, and we can run it back and forth, or if we hold it in this frame, there you go. Let's view it from another angle. Here and here, the gear is allowed to fall a little bit, but if it's suspended in a frame, you won't have that issue. So there you go. Nice couple of solutions. It's expandable replacement for gear racks.